Hello, hello. I'm almost done here, getting ready. Hi, you guys. Oh, wow. Um, Once again, we have a doozy, and I'm actually decided tonight what I'm going to do is just discuss the importance of this information, and I'm going to show you partial photos because this information is extremely triggering, so I am already going to say that the whole entire presentation, it's very heart wrenching, and I'm not quite sure if this doesn't get the attention that it needs. I really will be at a complete loss. But what I can say is that if in fact this doesn't get the attention that it needs, I'm going to have to find a different way of doing this because it's detrimental detrimental to our children of the world. And if there's no one that is going to come forth and basically save the children from what I'm going to show you tonight, I won't even, I will be at a loss for words. And then I'm going to have to just think about what I'm going to do with this if in fact it doesn't get picked up. Tonight's presentation falls under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Everything I do and say here is for the sake of all of the children. And when I tell you, you're going to see hundreds of kids between today and tomorrow, hundreds upon hundreds. It's as if I have opened up Pandora's box of information. I'm going to take it slow, and I'm going to take it very carefully and see what happens. For those of you that are new, welcome. And for those of you that are coming back, welcome back to the WCIA Network. Muffin Top, my amazing mod, how are you? I don't know if Judy is in the house. Let's see. Let me go up here. I don't think so. I don't know where she's been. You guys, welcome in. I see everyone in here. Justice coming soon. GH White, Muffin Top, hello. Mary, hello. Mary C. Sassafras, welcome in. Rumple Long here, welcome in. You guys are going to love this tonight. Yeah, this is something that really should make a difference. And even though Pansy Edenshaw, hi, welcome in. Maria, I think that's how hopefully I didn't mess it up too much. Welcome in. Maria Johnson, welcome in. Welcome to my new subscribers. Michael Dowell, welcome in. Mom to Five Kings, welcome in. This is great. Trigger warning. So, does anyone recognize anything in this photo? This is why I'm going to be very careful. Just because I think it's sensitive information. This is Ben Affleck. The site that I went to is about 14 years old. It says they were uploaded 14 years ago, which may be true, may be false. Um, there are about, let me see, 200 and something videos within this YouTube channel that needs to get the attention of the authorities, if not the attention of Ben Affleck, as well as his ex-wife. It seems as if as far as celebrity, the equipment is in Ben Affleck's hand. Now, we don't know if this is the real Ben Affleck or if it isn't. But this video was dedicated to him. And I'm going to be showing this little girl that's with him. But I do not believe that this is his daughter. At all. I'm not even going to say the name, but the video and the song and what it's discussing is the sacrifices that are being done through. I believe what you're going to see tonight is something that they're doing with, they're using the equipment. I'm going to show you very clear photos of the equipment, and I'm going to show you very clear photos of what's happening. I also have the to put together, I'm going to work on that next couple days, hundreds and hundreds of kids' faces that have been missing, including Carly Anthony is in there. Madeline McCain is in there. Pitson, I believe, is in there. There are lots and lots of faces of cases that I'm working on. This, to me, is Ben Affleck. Now, this here, you guys, is a very important piece of equipment. This is a very important piece of equipment that I have been looking at since I recognized this as the main equipment. And if in fact someone wants this information and wants to know where I got this information, it must be someone who wants to do a complete story on what the fuck is going on. Because your minds are going to be blown. Your minds are going to be blown. I'm going to remove, let's see, which one should I remove? A couple of these. Let me see something. No. Wait. Let me remove a couple of these pages so I could start with the PDF that is very, very focused in. Save as. Focused in on the machinery and what I want to get across today. Replace. Okay. Let me see if this is ready. It all is really pulling together very nicely. And I don't even know what to say, because these photos of Kaylee Anthony, look as if many of these photos they match the front of the Idaho 4 house with the lights pretty perfectly. And I don't know if anyone's going to give a shit, but this is all coming together almost as if they go to the same spot to grab these people, these children. When I'm removing the Bob Vaughn stuff, I went over that. I don't want to. Okay, here we go. Save. Okay, I'm just going to go over it. So this, I believe, is the Ben Affleck, at least it says it is. Now it's going to be up to him to come to his own, come speak on his own, because it's pretty damaging information. Let me start with this. I'm going to backtrack a little bit. This is the photo that was shown during Madeleine McCann, during one of the documentaries that went over the guy that was arrested. And it shows a very open land with lots of, I don't know what they are, empty houses or warehouses. And when I looked closer to this information, I recognized that information, I'm going to show you, matched up really, really nicely to Checka TV's information that he showed when he was showing an abandoned warehouse. Now, Madeleine McCann, there are really just a few photos that I need to just keep re-showing for you guys, the audience, to understand that this is very serious and this information is what is completely repeated. Michael Vaughn is one of these children. Michael Vaughn is holding this same box when he's sitting in a particular ride. I have it. So when I showed this information here, I'm like, this is all the same. All the same. When I went to go look at the information within this woman's 14 years ago videos, she shows so many elements that you have never seen in the information that we have received thus far. Not only that, Madeleine McCann is with the other children that I have been looking to bring home justice. Their videos, if someone that is in the law enforcement wants to go through these videos, you will have a whole new bank of information that have hundreds of children that are missing. Hundreds. These are just a couple little photos. They're a little dark that I started pulling together for Madeleine. And as I was pulling them together, this just took my breath away. And it's almost as if she's in the same window with the same lights as the Idaho 4 murders. This is Anthony. The photos that this woman or man or whoever have of this little girl basically tells you what happened to her. I don't know who the other people are here with her, but these photos are, right to me, the same particular kind of window. If you guys recognize any of these adults, I'm keeping them in there because, right, Kaylee Anthony, I'm keeping them in here because I don't know who they are. But this is just all very much being pulled together. You guys just hold your breath, because the very next photo, let me bring this up, that I'm going to be showing you is very sad. I'm showing you these photos not to get a rise out of you guys, not to get whatever, but I'm showing this information because someone needs to do something about it. This little girl, to me, is with the same people from the Idaho 4. I don't know who the adults are, but look at the little girl. Look at the little girl. This little girl went through hell and back. I have the information, and it's really, really horrific. And when I tell you something, that these pictures are being taken while they are being completely sacrificed, abused, whatever the hell is going on, they're taping it. The other thing to also recognize is it's never one child. It's not just her face. It's never just one child's face. These children are layered up with other children that look just like them. Never alone. They're videotaping right in their faces. And they're putting it on the dark web. This child has the elements right on the face. They are filming it. And I have the evidence. I have the photos, and they happen to be the children, the exact children that have gone missing, and they're still missing. And if you tell me that oh, there's no coincidence in it, you guys, this to me is the group. The person who put these videos together, her background is she came from this. She came from this torture, this abuse. And she decided to expose it. She decided to expose it. This is her exposing it. This is her exposing it. She has access to the children. The child in the right-hand side, you guys, is in the lockup room. You could see it. And it's not her. These are lots of other children within the faces, you guys. Look at the eyeball. You've never seen these before. Look at the background. Look Look at the bars. Look what she's in. Look at the eye. That's the eye that is always something is done to the eye. Every child in these videos, their eyeball is completely messed up. It's not her. Every video that I watched about, the videos are marked, right? And whenever you'd watch a video, so this is what it shows. It shows the different children, and it shows what happened to them, what they look like, what they go through. And I'm hoping just because Ben Affleck and his ex-wife is in here, that it creates some sort of domino effect and someone gives a shit. That's what is in this picture, you guys. This is more than, each video has a handful of kids, and the information is devastating. I guess that's why I'm here. I'm here. I'm here to help bring justice to these children. I keep being shown the information. This information, someone needs to do something about it. Like, as far as I could take it, is exposing it, showing you, where I'm getting this information. But as far as being able to do something about it, that's going to take a higher power. It's going to take a higher power. It's going to take law enforcement. It's going to take a higher power, because these are different children. We already know that she was sacrificed. But I feel as if what I'm looking at is the Idaho 4 apartment. That's what I feel like I'm looking at. I'm looking at a situation that is identical to the Idaho 4 location. I feel as if there's so much about this and what I found that the Idaho 4 will soon be a video that is shown 14 years later. And all they'll do is add to it. That's what's in the window. Yeah, the adults here, they're I'm assuming that they're her family. That's what I'm assuming. They're obviously, just their faces are in there. But that's why I go by the elements, because you don't know who's who. Again, the spiritual insight and horrific psychic information that I get looking at these pictures is really I don't have words for it. That's how horrific it is. And it's almost like I don't even I don't even recognize it because I've never seen what I'm about to show you so clearly. It looks like it's a movie, but it's not a movie. This isn't a movie. What's happening in these pictures, in these videos, you guys, is horrible. I don't need this one or that one. I went through those. I don't have to go through them again. Here are photos of the mom. I want you to understand that this mother, this mom, has something in her mouth, and it matches what's in everyone else's mouth that I talk about that goes through these sacrifices. That is exactly what Aaron Carter had in his mouth. This is the mom of Madeleine McCann. When I tell you that anything I do and say falls under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, I have no information that backs this stuff up to make it factual, right? I cannot help but think that they knew what was going down, and this has just been planned. It's completely messed up. It's just like another one of, it is a Summer Moon Wells information. This is Madeleine McCann, and this is what all of the other children look like. This. The other day, before I show you the machinery, the other day I was talking about how she's in a box. These are her photos. They put her head in a box. There are so many different Madeleine McCanns. But here, let me show you examples. So here's Summer Moon Wells. Started this with Summer Moon Wells Missing Children. I call them all Summer Moon Wells Missing Children. And then a couple days ago, which was a very difficult live for me, the Julia explained to me that it's bigger than we could imagine. That there's so many hundreds and thousands of children, and there's many of them which are under Madeleine McCann. And what I recognized from what I was being told, the Julia that came forth is under one of those Madeleine McCann children. This mom who carries this stuff with her all the time, there's no difference in what she carries with her than what Summer Moon Wells carries with her or Harmony Montgomery's mom carries with her. These are trophies. They're trophies. That's what Summer has. The Madeleine McCann, Julia, has actually been shown in the news before. Not here in the USA, but over there. This Julia, her face has been seen before. To me, this photo right here, wait, they put on the front cover as this is Madeleine McCann. This is in their news. That is the Madeleine McCann that they put into the front of one of their newspapers. This Madeleine McCann looks like her. It looks like Julia. Right here. Let me crop it. This here. So the other night I said that I feel as if this Julia like escaped from the deep dark dungeon and that girl in the black hair had to come clean up the mess. This girl here to me is this girl. They are like in the same energy field. These are, to me, all Madeleine McCanns. And this Julia that came forward, I believe, we're never going to know who she is again. We'll never see that Julia again. I looked at the videos and they're all different. And Madeleine McCann's mom just carried this shit around with her anywhere she went. And all it was the trophies. I get that now. I get that now. The Madeleine McCann that they show are just completely different in every video, in every newscast. There is not one Madeleine McCann that's the same. I showed you guys all of these pictures the other day. All of these different faces in hers. The one in the middle, I showed how that's the Julia. I showed this. Showed this. This is the one that's on Bob Von, Michael Von's father's boat. To me, that's a Julia. And these are all the same. I went through that. I went through this, the car bomb. But what I didn't show you, I don't believe I showed this part. The photo to the left is from the man who is in jail right now for the murder of Madeleine McCann. This is his property to the left. The property to the left here shows, again, the elements of Summer Moonwell's Missing Children, all the way down to the red barrel. These are the doors with the maroon trim. These are the one-way windows. And this is, to me, the same information that you see to the right, which comes from Check It TV. Check It TV, in one of his videos, I don't even know if he has it up anymore. I think they're down. I don't even think he has it, but I have them all. Walks us through an abandoned location that he says is right by the Idaho 4 party, where the party was. Right, is his warehouse, like whatever he called it. Whatever he called it, had this stuff in it, and this is the stuff from the guy who is in jail for Madeleine McCann. It's the same information. The information that he shows on his property, the guy in Portugal, it's all the elements. So I don't know if it's the people putting the videos together that are just putting all the shit in there from all the sacrifices, or if it's actually in there. That is up to the authorities to figure out. All I can tell you is this is all the information that you need. This is the A-frame. This is this is all the same. And it looks just like, yeah, looks like Chris Watts. It's all the same. They call it junk, but they have to stop looking at this stuff as if there's nothing there. Their minds aren't allowing them to see it because they don't recognize it as elements. I am telling you, these are all elements. This here in front of you was in this guy's apartment, allegedly. Allegedly. But we all know, we have been looking at this. This is what I showed you in Ryan Upchurch's walkthrough of his construction. This is what Checka TV's walkthrough of the abandoned place. This is what the Wells house looked like. This is what the Watts look like. It's all the same. The rooms are the same. There's no difference. They're recreating the whole thing. This is in the McCain case. In their video, they're showing the elements. I could friggin' put 10 pages together with all the same elements on top of each other. It's quite interesting how this, like, there's so many people that are covering these stories, but yet they're not going to look at this picture from the Madeleine McCann's case and be like, oh, we know what this is. You guys, it's the same information. It's not junk. It's not a mess. They have information and elements stuck in the same spot, the same information as they are doing in all of the cases. They're all the same. Here you go. Look at Madeleine McCann's photo is on top, left-hand corner. The other two are Checka TVs. He walked us through, you guys, that same goddamn room. Now, what they do is put shit on top of shit, right? So we know that they superimpose stuff, blah, 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 blah. But this here, the upper left-hand corner, is the room from the murderer. The other two photos is from Checka TV. These are Checka TVs. This isn't a mess. These are carefully selected pieces of information that are calculated and placed right in the right spot that no one gives a shit to look at it. Show over and over and over. These are all matching. If just one agent could understand that this is all the same information, they could close this shit down. I put them all together. Do you guys understand that the picture to the left is from Madeleine McCann? The picture to the right is Checka TV's? Do you know that they're telling the same story? And if, in fact, for all we know, it's the same location? There's nothing about it that changes. They just put fake shit on the ground and change stuff up, but it's the same. So for those of you that just don't know exactly what to look at, I know the elements so very well that even this thing right here, copy, this here is Checka TV's. That white shit and that information is the same white shit and information that's in front of that same window. But here you see the white stuff here. The window might be covered. This is it. This is Madeleine McCann's stuff. All of it. Those windows are the same. The floor is the same. There you go. You would think that we're standing in the same room. Right? But you're not. You're not. The information is consistent. This information that it's showing you in this photo from the guy who is in jail for murdering Madeleine McCann and many other children, because they found a lot of other stuff in his place, this came from his apartment or abandoned, whatever they called it, warehouse, just like Checka TV called it. That doesn't look strange to anybody. But it matches. Matches. Now we are about to get into the most critical part of my presentation. Everything I'm doing and saying here falls under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. I'm showing this little girl's face because it cannot be Ben Affleck's in, oh my God, her name is just a blur on my head right now because I'm not thinking clearly. But they say that this video was dedicated to their daughter. So what I see is that this isn't Ben Affleck. What's her name? Shit. I have to look. It's bothering me in my brain. Wait. Ben Affleck. Ben Affleck was married to... Who was he married to? Jennifer Gardner. So Jennifer Gardner and Ben Affleck are in this video. Allegedly. Allegedly. The pictures look like them, but it's allegedly. And they say allegedly, Jennifer Gardner, correct, that it's their daughter because they made this video and dedicated to their daughter. As you could see, it's not their daughter, so I feel very comfortable knowing that I know that this can't be their daughter because their daughter is alive and well. And this information is a child that is being sacrificed. For some reason, and that's what I would like to understand, is why is it Jennifer Gardner and Ben Affleck are even in this? the symbols and detail of information shown puts the photos of this little girl in the category of Summer Moonwell's missing children. That is her, the neck of the child is on the right-hand side. Now, I cut a lot out because I'm actually want to wait to see what kind of, I don't know, reaction this creates. But we know that we've seen this information on all the children's neck. I know that I could show this information on all the children's neck that I have been following up to date. The video that is filled with hundreds and hundreds of kids, they have almost 300 videos. They all have the same information. I'm showing this one because maybe I'll get a rise out of someone because it's Ben Affleck's photo. Ben Affleck is showing as if he has like that wait, let me get the photo of this again. He's showing as if he has those numbers on his head. Wait, let me see if I can get a better one. It's too bright. See, these things are getting, the more I talk, the brighter this shit gets. Wait. Here. Okay, this is better. So, here. I know what's really here, and it's not a pretty sight. So, that is over this little child's eye, and this child has something on its neck. It's the same thing here. And whatever is going on in the upper left-hand corner is not his daughter. This isn't his daughter, but it's someone that is being sacrificed in the name of his daughter and in the name of Ben Affleck, because those are the names that are brought up and presented in the video. So no matter what, Jennifer Gardner and Ben Affleck should know that, and they should do something about it. Now, if for some reason this is the truth and this shit is on a child's neck and they're actually the ones with this child, I'd love to hear them say, yeah, I know what this is. Because if they say they know what this is and they accept that this is their information, and if they say, oh my God, you're showing my daughter, to me that is just saying that you're guilty of this information. So the response is really what's going to be extremely interesting, because this child has serious issues going on. Jennifer Gardner allegedly has a lot going on her body. She has stuff coming out of her hair. I mean, I could line it up for whoever says, oh, I want more information on this. Holy shit. You guys have no idea. I know what I'm looking at. I know what this is. I know what these elements are because I could cookie cut it. I could cookie cut what's going on here. So I really don't give a shit if no one understands what it is, because I could explain it and back it up with other children's cases. Back it right up. Because it doesn't change. Right? The information stays the same. this information here doesn't change. It hasn't changed in hundreds of years. Her head, let me show you, is covered in the little number 5 wires. This is Jennifer Gardner's head. It's all through her head. So I'm not quite certain how this could be ignored. These children I'm showing you are in these photos. You guys, trigger warning again. This information I'm about to show you is extremely disturbing. So please, I'm giving you another warning. This information comes from the same videos as Ben Affleck's and Jennifer Gardner and her children, allegedly. This is where I begin to show you the equipment and what the fuck they're doing to these kids. These are photos of different children behind the Gardner's child. Ben Affleck's child. The information that shows you guys is a cookie cutter. A cookie cutter. The one face that keeps appearing in all of these videos is the face with those glasses that I show you looks like Molly Golightly mixed with Brian Kohlberger's father mixed with someone else. It's in here. These are not all Ben Affleck's children. This is in his video that someone made and dedicated it to his daughter. So understand that someone made this video and used, I'm not even going to say the daughter's name because I know this isn't their daughter, and made a song and dedicated it to the family and whoever. What is shown in here, you guys have seen over and over. It's not his child. Those two back there aren't his children either. And there's the glasses. Same thing. This here shows that, again, they do something with the eyeball. A lot of the information, I'm not putting, like I said, putting it all out there because I think at this point this really needs someone in higher power to understand that there's something going on here that I have been showing, right, since day one. But maybe because it's bringing in two very well-known names and using their child as a symbol and representing all these fucking hundreds, thousands of children that are on this YouTube channel? Because as I see it here, as I see it, someone has put and tagged them as part of this, a big part of it. See how that's not his daughter? None of them are. And do you see the thing on the neck? You know how many children's faces are in here? Again, it's the same situation. A lot of kids, you guys. These are not his kids. I don't know who that man is. That is a man that shows up a couple times. Let me see if I could get the face in. But again, they put their mouths on these things. That's one thing I do know. They're red and they're white. And that is what has some sort of tubing through it. I'm not even going to tell you what I believe they're doing, because whatever, it's disgusting right there. It's like sucks blood. That's how I see it. And look at the teeth. It's not his daughter. They are fangs. And again, this is still his video. And here, this little teeny hand is not his daughter's hand. But again, this is on an element. That's on Ben Affleck's head. And those are little teeny fingers over. There's that thing that goes over their eye. I mean, I have photos of it. That thing is coming out of the eye. To me, this is one of the most freaking believable photos. I know what the equipment looks like. I'm not an idiot. Seen it over and over. This also showed us his daughter. We know that's not his daughter. It's just another young girl that shows up in the video. I'm showing this because I said that the bicycle and the wheels hold the elements. And here it shows that Jennifer Garner's in this room. But what the most important thing that I'm showing you here is the spikes of the bike are the elements that I show. They're the A, they're the V. This is, let me crop it. It shows the bicycle wheel, and they're in this particular crazy room. See how that's not a normal bike wheel? It's the equipment. It's the equipment. Okay, so trigger warning. Now we're going into the machinery that is shown in this girl's video from 14 years ago. So this is very much trigger warning, because this to me is real as it's going to get. It shows a lot of information, and those that have been here know that this matches. That whatever you're going to see here matches. This is some sort of a blood bank. And this here is what the room looks like. This stuff was in French, so a lot of it, the words and stuff, I actually turned into English, so I could then turn it into the authorities if in fact they want it. This is the inside, of a blood room. That's how I see it. And everything that you're looking at here is basically could line right up with the elements I've been showing. They're in plastic. This is a room. The equipment is very crystal clear. And they just consistently show this machinery in motion. As you could see, there are humans inside the plastic and hanging from the metal. This is not fake. This is not fake. It matches up with the red boxes, the white machine, the number 5 boxes, the people in plastic, the green, the heads. It's pretty much all here, you guys. And this girl really wanted to expose it. And that's what she is doing. So this is not fake. And it shows what is going on. What is going on with these bodies? This is underground. I'm going to show you. It shows us where. It shows the train stop, which is train stop number 45, which is the same train stop as I have that in the, I remember I called New York. I'm like, they have shit hiding at train stop number 45 in the New York train station. I'm going to show you how they show that same information here, even though they are telling us that it's not in the U.S. These children are being brutally murdered. And these rooms are extremely intense, you guys. I will be going and getting some more information from them, but I thought that it was very important that I put this stuff out here tonight as clear as I can without much judgment. But I'm not quite sure what else you're supposed to make of this. Because it's right in front of us. The faces, and I didn't even go over the videos well enough. First of all, because I had dinner with my family and I wanted to watch the beginning of the Oscars, and I worked on this the whole time. So there's your face. Let me circle it right in the middle. And we have seen this right here. The head is covered. This is covered on the head. This is the face. And don't ask me what they're doing, but it's disgusting. And no, I don't believe this isn't in the US. This is somewhere she's trying to say it's in France. There's enough information here, I believe, that if this wanted to be found, the authorities could find it. Because you don't just pack this shit up and leave. This is like a major production. You've seen all this. Yeah, this content is in French. The people are speaking French. And this information shows that they're taking kids that are disabled and using them as like guinea pigs. Guinea pigs. And if the world doesn't see this as wrong, again, at least let's hear from the people in power. Hear them say we don't give a shit about that girl in the wheelchair. At least say it. At least tell your truth. Like if you don't care, at least say we don't care. But there's nothing fake about this. These are experiments. These are sick. And this is what they're doing. These are some sort of formulations. Again, this is the room. Whatever experiment they're doing, they are in these boxes, these children. Their heads stick out of the top of the box. It will not be difficult for the authorities to grab this information and see that these are the children of our world. These are the children that are supposed to be making our world a better place. And this is what they're doing to them. That is a head coming out of the box. Those are right there in front of you is your maroon, your white, your green, the V, the box, the everything. Yeah, everything is allegedly here, you guys. I mean, I'm not the authorities. I'm no one here that could be like, oh yeah, this is, I could give you the information as I see it, as I hear it, and as I'm told is the truth. It's just the truth for over here. I mean, I even know what that little white snowball thing is by the head. This is what the kids' heads are in. The video is real live movement, you guys. It's movement. The video is not, it's not still. You see what I'm saying? It's real. So the video shows this, and it's moving, and it's shaking, and it's moving. And these are boxes of blood. And there's the machinery. And this isn't something, there's no freaking way legal. I could see that it's protected. Because for it to be this big, it has to be protected, right? There's your number 5 boxes that were on Kylie Rodney, Summer Moon Wells, everyone. Maroon, the white, the green, right there. All they have to do is go find this. And literally do a memorial for everyone in the videos that I have, that I'm going to show tomorrow, all the children's faces. Because those children all need justice. They need their story told. They need their story confirmed, heard, recognized, all of it. And this is the story I've been telling. Those elements that we see really clearly, we found them all here, you guys. We found them all. We've been talking about these number 5 boxes. No other station's talking about number 5 boxes. They are staying away like this channel's the plague. Literally. Like the plague. They're staying away like it's the plague. This here, this photo here, right? This one here, this is like the cylinder. Like that's how I see it. It's so baffling how all these little pieces in these photos match the elements I've been calling out so well. I don't know how that happened. Here are some of the children. Again, trigger warning. Now there's a big part of the video that shows a carnival, and it does show that they're moving these things through the carnival, and the carts are being hidden underneath these rides. It shows it. It really is clear, and it does show it. Again, it needs to be put in the hands of someone to do something about it. This is a child that I don't believe has arms or legs. And this is what they're doing to the children. They're just freaking mutilating them. Mutilating them. It's very sad. And I know that the next video I do, now I'm traveling on Tuesday, so I will try to get it out before then. But I think I just have to get it out. The children are, I don't know. This is the stuff that they're on. And it says emergency room for infants. It's not like it says infants. Here are some of the kids in the videos. I don't know why Anthony comes up as a Sarah in a different video, but it's just like in the Sarah video, Madeleine McCann shows up also. These kids have all different names. They all look the same. This is Madeleine McCann. She's in a lot of videos, Madeleine McCann, by the way. She's like a main event, like I said. And that's her, but this video isn't even marked Madeleine. It's marked somebody else. The children in there, they're most of them, they're boys and girls. They're just beautiful children, but like her face changes to, they demolish the face or something. But you guys, there's hundreds of videos and pictures that prove that these kids are in here, and they are not shy to show the bloody mess. They're not. A lot of the kids' faces, you guys, are kids' faces that you all know who they are. A lot of you have been following missing children's cases for years. These aren't pictures that should be acceptable. This looks like Arden Papillon. This is what the kids look like, you guys. Yeah, there's a lot of different videos, and they put names in, and a lot of these kids look so familiar to me. Like here again, Madeline was found in a different video. I don't know who all these kids are, but their elements on them are, you guys, this is exactly what, this in the same places is what Michael Vaughn had on his head. I have pictures of it. This. They all look the same. Oh, they're all beautiful human beings, and they have been sacrificed. And this girl who put this information out, I need someone who speaks French, and I would like for the story to be retold. That's my goal, because every child that she shows here has been put through a horrific death. And I do believe that a lot of these children, you all will recognize, like, all of these. Oh, wait, what did I just do? Oops, sorry. This is so bright. Wait, let me darken these. I can't see them. I'll put one at a time. Yeah, these are too bright. Wait. Let me change it. Okay. Or I'll put, this is a little better. Notice that this was just about one child, and there's just multiple children, and they're connected to those maroon bars like they're in a box. It's just the same stuff over and over. Look on top. What you see here, these bars, are the same bars I've been showing with all the children. I mean, here, that's the same bar. Where's Julia? Here. That bar, let me crop this, are the same exact bars that, it's easier seeing it in Julia's. These bars that you see here, the same thing that's around Julia's head. These are the same things. See? Their heads are in these boxes. Same thing. Same thing. Wait, let me darken the other one. My God, they're so light. Sometimes these photos just get so light. I'm going to show you, let me darken this one, show you what's in the back of this, in the background. So these kids are being kept all in the same space, right? These are like boxes of specimens or something in the back. And these are little boxes. Here what you see is, this is the train. This is the train stop. This is the location. I'm telling you, with every bit of my body, I am telling you, this photo here is as real as it gets. Right here. And the guilty parties know I'm right. This is an underground railroad. These are the elements, you guys. This is an underground railroad. This is moving shit in and out. This station is number 45, just like they showed in the New York one. And if you look over here, these are the white bars. All the same. All. And these are going, yeah, they made it because those are gates. They go in those, they go in them, and their things are coming out of that train. These are the elements. This little girl on the bottom here is sitting in her holder. She is on one of these trains, and she is headed to most likely her death trap. Right here. This little girl is in her push cart. You see that? See the bars in the front of her? There's things on her bars, and look at that. Look at this picture. This is the train ride. She's in her little green chair. She's in the little green chair, and looks like the person behind her to the left or to the right is in the basket right here. Let me crop it and brighten it. This one is in the basket. She's in the green chair. Here's the basket. Back there. It's as real as it gets, you guys. Unfortunately, this is real. I just put that up there. Those men, I don't know who they are, but they have some calculation of probably what they're doing, but that stuff is really for the authorities, because I can't do anything with this. Let them figure out who they are and see if they have any kind of involvement here. But I do know that what we're looking at right there are elements. Those are elements. And everyone's is different. So that tells me everyone's is different. But whatever we're looking at was well calculated, well planned out, and developed. It was developed for whatever they're doing. But we've been looking at those things. We've been looking at those things. These guys are in the room. Little doggy. The kids, they go out and they go on the playgrounds. That's all I know. And wherever the underground is from the underground looks like this. This is the room with, this is just like the room that matches what the equipment, all the equipment looks like. Just like what Don Wells and Candace showed down their hallway of their fake hospital room. And here, let me brighten this up. This just needs to be stopped. Just needs to be stopped. Many of these places, you guys, I have so much more that I want to put together for you guys that I haven't been able to, or it just so many children, and they all remind me of when I tell you all of the cases that we're working on. I mean, the patterns and what these children look like and their mouths, and there many of them, you guys, many in which the law enforcement could match up to a missing child. That I know. Like, these faces belong to someone with a name. They just all have a name. And that is, I guess, this is what the spirit guides really, it's bigger than, like they said, it's just bigger than you can possibly imagine. But there's a lot of them that are waiting for justice. There's a lot of them, you guys, that they're nameless. They don't even know who they are. And it all comes from the same video. So this here is the camera here. And this is what they're videotaping. That's that little disc thing. I hope and pray that this helps bring justice to the children that are clearly not being heard. And this was put out there specifically because this girl who put these out there went through the same torture. So somehow, I'm always curious how this was on tape. Like, I'm always curious, like, how is it that this got on tape? Right? She says that she was mentally and physically kicked, beaten, slapped, abused by her father. He sexually, mentally, physically, and emotionally abused me during 10 years. I had suffered, and the best solution for me was to try to get it out there to help. I make video about a lot of them, such as child abuse, missing children, illness, suicide, accidents. Thank you for your support. This was 14 years ago. 14 years ago, she was 17. I don't know who this is. I have no idea. But she's a brave person to put this all out there. I'm going to leave it on this picture because I feel as if this one is super powerful and really shows so much information. Thank you guys so much for being here tonight. If Muffin Top, thank you so much. This was really good to get out. I feel very confident and comfortable with how I presented it. I'll listen to myself tomorrow. May justice come real soon to every one of these children that are waiting for it. You guys, they are waiting. And they're just as tired as we are. Thank you all. God bless you all. And I will talk to you in the next couple days. Good night, guys.